Hey, what's up, YouTube? My name's Andy. This is going to be my introduction to the comic book world a little bit, or the comic book community here on YouTube. I'm a fairly new collector. I used to focus focus mostly on the New 52, the Marvel reboot, and getting into the storylines that way. However, especially the last few months, checking out your guys' videos on here and seeing your key issues, different covers and storylines from the back issues. It's really got me into going that route in my comic book collection, so that's where I'm mainly going to be going with this. Um, my collection so far, the key issues I've picked up are mostly Batman key issues. Batman has always been my favorite comic book character, so I figured what better place to start building my collection than there. Of course, Batman's what got me into comic books and got me into comic book superheroes and villains and everything else. So I figured what better way to start than there. However, I did pick this up. I thought it was a pretty cool book. This is the Uncanny X-Men 161. I got this off of eBay really cheap. This is just a very minor key issue as it tells the origin of Magneto and Professor X. So I was pretty happy to pick this up. I got it for really cheap and it's in really, really, really good condition. So I was glad to get that one. Okay, starting with the Batman books. Um, Here we have Sword of Azrael, Book 1. As I'm sure you guys know, this is the first appearance of Azrael. This is a minor key issue in the Batman universe, but it's a pretty cool character. I really like the character. Got it for cheap on eBay. Pretty good condition, so I figured why not. Next here we have Batman Detective Comics number 880. Of course, this was one of Scott Snyder's first works on Batman, and of course, just an awesome, awesome, awesome Joker cover. Um, I've absolutely loved this cover. I picked this up last year actually at one of my local comic book stores. And I strictly got this for the cover as I was going through the back issues. So I got it for cheap. I paid just a couple more dollars than cover price at the time. So I figured why not? Went ahead and picked it up. Of course, any book, in my opinion, with Joker cover is worth a pickup. Going along with that here, we have Batman number 41 of the New 52. Of course, this was part of an awesome storyline with the in-game storyline, but I just absolutely love this cover. I picked this up at my local comic book store as well. I got it for a decent price. I got it for $10. So I figured I'd go ahead and pick it up just for the cover alone. These next two books are going to kind of go together, and you'll see why. Here we have Batman 655. I don't know if this is Grant Morrison's first work on Batman, but I just picked this up as the first appearance of Damian Wayne. It's a really, really cool book. Awesome key issue of a new Batman, new part of the Batman family. So I figured why not? I got it for a pretty good price at my local comic book store. And going along with that, here we have Batman Incorporated number 8 of the New 52. Of course, this is the death of Damian Wayne. They had this book to go along with it. I got a really, really good price on it. Absolutely mint condition. This is probably a near mint book. So I figured why not? Got it for a good price. And pretty decent key issue for a New 52 book. And down to my last 3 books as I'm building my collection, and mostly my Batman collection. This next book is of one of my favorite parts of the Batman family. I got this for a pretty good price on eBay a couple weeks ago. I actually won it in auction, so I was really glad to get it. Of course, Tales of the Teen Titans, number 44. This right here is the first appearance of Nightwing, of course. A pretty cool story, too. Pretty cool introduction to the character. Of course, anything with Deathstroke on the cover is awesome in my book as well. So pretty cool first appearance here. Nightwing is one of my favorite characters, not just in the DC universe, but in comic books altogether. I was really glad to get this, and got it in really good condition and for a good price. Alright, and these next 2 books are going to be the 2 biggest books that I have in my collection so far. One I just had shipped in the mail to me about a week ago. And then ironically I found one at my comic book store. But I like the condition on this one a little more. And for the price I got it. And the last one I picked up last summer before I got big into key issues. But first we'll start with the one I just got about a week ago. This is Batman number 189. Not in the best condition. Some minor wear along over here. Little fold right there in the corner. But it's not super noticeable. Of course, this is the first Silver Age appearance of Scarecrow. Really awesome character. I think he's a very underappreciated Batman villain. Of course, the Arkham Knight game really brought to life the character. Maybe his value will go up a little bit. Maybe this book will go up a little. But I got this for a really good price, I felt, especially for the condition that it's in. So I was really glad to get this one. Pretty big Batman villain who's still somehow undervalued. And of course, this last book, like I said, I picked up about, it was probably summer of 2014. Easily the biggest book in my collection, along with Batman 189. So I was really glad to get this one I did, and for the price I paid for it. Got this off of eBay last year. This is New Teen Titans here, and of course it's the first appearance of Deathstroke. Of course, everyone fell in love with Deathstroke after season 2 of Arrow. A first appearance of a really cool villain. Of course, portrayed really well in the Arrow TV show. I'm glad I got this when I did. The prices I've seen since I picked this up have gone up. No issues along the edges. Slight wear up here in the corner. Other than that, I cannot complain with this book at all. Especially the price I paid for it when I did. Awesome appearance of a great DC villain. I was really glad I got this. So, anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Of course, this was just a brief introduction. I'm probably going to turn more to focusing on minor key issues across various different comic books, as it's getting a little bit pricey on the key issues here, the major key issues, but I want to hope to bring about 1 or 2 key issues, big key issues, along with some minor key issues in my next video. Of course, there probably won't be as much Batman. I'm probably going to slowly build into other characters as well. I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you have any tips, any video tips, comic book collecting tips, key issues to go after, key covers, I'd absolutely love to hear with you guys, and get to interact with you guys and get into the community a little bit more. Alright guys, have a good one.